want to go and get a couple of crumpets got on the top. Get in front of the other.
Right, hopefully you can hear me now. Okay, as I say, this is a Holt 75. They bought them primarily for the British War Department originally. They used them on all fronts, but mostly famous, most of the photographs are from the Western Front in France and Belgium. Obviously combustion engine powered, precursor to Caterpillar Crawler Company. It's actually an 8 by 9 inch bore and stroke. And as I said earlier, she uses on average about 8 gallons an hour to operate. They're originally operated by a 3 to 4 man Army Service Corps crew, pulling guns for the artillery, supplies, wagons, trains of munitions and rations, etc. If you've seen the information board on the front, there's a couple of photographs. There's a great one of one buried on the side of the road in mud. As you can imagine, Western Front was obviously extremely muddy. And the unfortunate happenstance that you did happen to get one stuck, the only way you were going to get it out was to have another Holt 75 on hand to pull it out. The concept of using these large crawlers came about from the early part of the war in about 1915, the offensive that they planned then. It was so wet and muddy that everything being horse-drawn, they actually couldn't keep up with the materials and supplies needed, so it's all ground to a great halt. It's a 3-speed, 2 forward speeds and 1 reverse, with a massive forward speed of about 3.5 miles per hour. Weighs in the region of about 10 to 12 tonnes. During the top secret tank trials taken or being operated up at Euston, just up the road, and the early part of 1915 to 1916, getting ready for the Somme offensive, although the tanks were very yes. Euston to the Western Front. 2 Holts and the crews with them at maintenance section actually left 2 weeks beforehand to drive over to France, obviously with a ferry on the midway point. Although built in America, primarily in Peoria in Illinois, the American government were quite slow to pick up on the idea of using combustion-powered crawler tractors. They didn't presume their first trials till late 1915, early 1916, and actually a number of them were used down on the Mexican border on the punitive expedition against Pancho Villa, and that was the first time that they were ever used by the American Army, carrying large artillery pieces as well as the supply wagons. Of course,